This is a Professor CBMD PhD, and today's Saturday, December 21st, 2024. It is 10:12 and 14 seconds p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and today's research. Get the facts. So let's hop to it here. Your body consists of chemical compounds obtained from food, sunlight, the air you breathe, and water you drink. There are millions of chemical reactions that are constantly occurring. Putting a foreign substance, such as psychiatric drugs, into your body disrupts the body's natural and normal biochemistry. Sometimes, this disruption creates a false and temporary feeling of euphoria, being high, short-lived bursts of increased energy or abnormal sense of heightened alertness. However, it is not natural to feel like this. The feeling does not last, and addiction can result. Psychiatric drugs works by influencing the normal function of the body. They speed them up, slow them down, dam them up, or overwhelm them. This is why you get side effects with psychiatric drugs. But do not think that these drugs heal anything. They are intended to cover up or mask your problems. Meanwhile, they tend to wear out your body. Like a car run on rocket fuel, you may be able to get it to run 1,000 miles an hour to the end of the block, but the tires, the engine, and internal parts fly apart in doing so. Bizarre things may happen, as psychiatric drugs can cause mania, psychotic episodes, depression, nausea, dry mouth, constipation, diarrhea, vomiting, decreased appetite, weight gain, weight loss, leading to anorexia, eating disorders, fatigue, dizziness, sleepiness, tremors, increased sweating, hot flashes, blurred vision, and sexual dysfunction. Mental effects include anxiety, agitation, panic attacks, insomnia, nightmares, trembling, exhaustion, irritability, hostility, impulsiveness, aggressiveness, and urges to move about restlessly associated with inner mental agitation that can lead to violence and outright psychotic mania. We are quite familiar with the PET, or MRI hoax that was predicted about 20 years ago by psychiatrists, quacks, who learned the diagnostic statistical manual. The biomarkers they use to diagnose people are completely false, and we can verify this with scientific papers that were published by real doctors, scientists, corporate lawyers, and fraud investigators. Psychiatrists claim that mental illness are brain diseases in modern claims, supposedly based on recent discoveries in neuroscience, made possible by brain imaging techniques for diagnosis and pharmaceutical agents for treatments. This is not true. It is a hoax created by pharmaceutical companies who market their drugs. Psychiatric disorders are not medical diseases. There are no lab tests, no brain scans, no x-rays, or any type of chemical imbalance test to validate a real medical condition. So ask yourself this question: how can they treat a chemical imbalance with a chemical balancer that does not exist? The answer to that question is that they can't. That simple. But psychiatry has repackaged these natural emotions and behaviors as disease, which never been proven to be gene-related, in order to market and sell their drugs. It is a brilliant marketing campaign, but not science. Here's a little self-quote: a con can't con a con. Furthermore, since there is no medical diagnosis to detect the presence or absence of mental illness, how can psychiatrists call them diseases? Here is a little self-quote that I made up myself. You can have your opinions, but you cannot have your facts. Psychiatry may come proven claims. That is why they are called quacks, because it is a pseudoscience. According to top experts, majority of people having mental problems are actually suffering from non-psychiatric disease, which is causing emotional stress. Yet, psychiatrists do not conduct thorough medical examinations to rule out if untreated medical conditions may be causing psychosis, which can easily be resolved by a real physician. In order to market their drugs, psychiatrists have to convince the public and mainstream media that these conditions were the same as medical illnesses, like polio or influenza, when in fact there is no blood work, no x-ray, or no kind of valid chemical imbalance test available today. Yet that does not stop these folks from calling themselves mental health experts. And this is Professor Christopher, codename Will, leader of research scientist, ufologist, computer technician, computer programmer, philanthropist, writer, mathematician, artist, photographer, film producer, chef, animal, and nature lover, Passion World Peace. And this video was created for educational purposes only. Hope you enjoyed listening. Until next time, have a great day. This is a Professor, CBMD, PhD,